Hi everyone. Now storage auctions take place all the time. Some units contain old and unwanted junk, whilst others contain hidden treasures and riches. Just in case you're not familiar with the concept of a storage auction, it's quite simple. If you don't pay the rent on your storage unit, everything inside becomes the property of the highest bidder. Now if you like these videos, then make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like these. Now if you did subscribe to the channel, then make sure you leave a comment saying, "I subscribe," as a few lucky comments will be winning Amazon gift cards. But anyway, let's get right into today's video. Number 5. Bugatti. Bugatti is one of the most luxurious and expensive car brands out there. In fact, very few people actually own a Bugatti around the world. The Bugatti Veyron, which is the world's fastest car, is valued at around $2 million. But believe it or not, the Bugatti found in this storage unit is actually worth more than that. In the 1950s, a rich surgeon had stored his 1937 Bugatti 57S in a storage unit in England. However, he unfortunately passed away a few years later. About 40 years later, in 2009, his nephew inherited the storage unit with the forgotten Bugatti inside. The car is extremely rare, which is why it has a price tag of around $40 million. Number 4. Faceless bills. Imagine buying an unseen storage unit full of cash, but to your horror, all the bills have been defaced as the faces have been cut out. Well, this is exactly what happened to a man in California after he paid $400 for a bunch of useless items, including an old trunk which contained a shocking $24,000 in cash. The person who previously owned the locker took the time to drill the face out of every single bill. It's unclear why, but we're told that the money was still considered legal and usable despite the faces cut out. This is simply due to the serial numbers being intact, which distinguishes the bills. Number 3. Pirate treasure. Back in 2011, Dan and Laura from Storage Wars auctioned off a locker for the low sum of $1,000. What started off as an average storage unit ended up to be one of the most remarkable sales of their entire career. This sale was in fact pirate treasure, Spanish gold to be exact. Some of the gold found in the locker even dates back as early as the 16th century, and all this was found in one abandoned locker. The box of coins, which was later valued to be worth $500,000, was so heavy it needed 3 people to move it outside the unit. Number 2. Presidential letter. In 2011, a storage unit was sold for about $200 on the TV show Storage Wars. Inside this particular storage unit was a bunch of worthless items. However, amongst these items was a letter written by one of the most iconic presidents, Abraham Lincoln. The letter was about important political matters at the time, and this allowed historians to fill in some important gaps in history. The letter was later sold for around $20,000 at auction, and it's estimated that in a few years it will be worth more than double of that. Number 1. James Bond car. Featured in the James Bond movie The Spy Who Loved Me, the Lotus submarine was one of Bond's most unique vehicles, and in 1989 it was found in a storage unit in Long Island, New York. When the vehicle made its way to auction in the year 2013, it sold for the jaw-dropping amount of $967,120. It was initially estimated to auction for around $1.4 million. However, when you take the fact that the unit was bought for just under $100, it's a pretty good deal to say the least.